Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's Jana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where this brother actually out to spill the beans, and this got me thinking. I decided to bring it up here. I'm just gonna roll it as well as other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it. But before then, don't forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. Alright, let's dive into the video.
Congolese lives are more important than Palestinian lives. Yeah. And when I say this, I'm not talking in the context of human life. I'm talking in the context of social activism. Right now, Palestinians, you should understand, if you really want to stop what's going on in your country, you need to prioritize the Congo. And I'll explain. 40% of Israel's GDP comes from Africa, comes from Congo. Israel controls the world's diamonds. Majority of those come from the Congo. Israel is in charge of, right now, the cobalt in the world. Even though the Chinese are the major, Chinese company is the one that's making the most money in Congo, it's an Israeli man that's in charge of it. The point here is, you've tried everything to stop the war in Palestine. It's not happening. Everybody's supporting Israel. You have not for once thought to stop Israel's money. If you stop the war in Congo, you have taken away 40% of the funding of Israel. They just approved $18 billion. Yesterday, the US government just approved $18 billion in weaponry for Israel. Now, tell me how Israel will pay for that if they don't have money to pay for it. You're over there trying to go after morality. Oh, people, Palestinians. No one gives a fuck about Palestinians. That's the truth. No one, you've seen it. No one gives a shit about Palestinians. The same way no one gives a fuck about Africans and Congolese people. So the best way you have right now of stopping your people being unalived on a massive scale is to cut away their funding. How do you cut away their funding? You help the Congolese people. That's what us Africans have been trying to tell you Palestinians is, your fight will continue. Your people will continue getting murdered as long as you refuse to think about those lowly Africans. See, those lowly Africans, they're the ones being killed to get money to kill your people. So Maya Ayuni, you want to save Palestine? Do you want to save Palestine for real? You want to save your people? You need to cut off Israeli funding. Where does Israel get its funding from? It gets it from Congo. You want to stop the death of Israeli people, you have to prioritize the lives of Congolese people. It is that simple. So Palestinians, you want to stop the death of your people, you have to put your people to the side and prioritize the Congolese people. Once Israel suddenly cannot afford to pay for the weapons, let's see the foreign nations give them those weapons for free. Let's see if they will give them those weapons for free to unalive your people if they cannot afford to pay for it. But that's the point I'm trying to make is, on a social scale, social activism, everyone should be focused on the Congo. When we focus on Congo, we cut off the funding for Israel. Then Israel has no money to focus on Palestine. Does that make sense?
All right, before you react, please go back and watch the whole thing. Watch it again. Listen carefully to what that content creator is actually saying. This video also goes hand in hand with the other two previous videos that I made. Now, I am not an expert on any of this stuff. All these issues happening all over the world, but I do understand that we are all connected, and everything is going to affect us, and no one is free until everyone is free. And this is true liberation. So we need to stop reacting and educate ourselves.
Palestine is not the only country that's dealing with genocide right now. I am from Congo, in case you cannot tell. I'm from Congo, okay? We are also dealing with genocide in Congo. In fact, the genocide in Congo has been going for way longer than the genocide in Palestine. The genocide in Congo has made 8 millions of victims. 8 millions. And you might wonder, why am I making this video? Well, I am making this video because I'm going to support Vice President Kamala. 100% I'm going to. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to support Vice President Kamala. Listen to me. This is one of the Congolese genocide enabler. His name is Dan Gettler. This guy is an Israeli billionaire who owns mines in Congo. This guy was sanctioned in 2017 by President Barack Obama for corrupt and illegal mining. Listen very carefully. He was sanctioned by Obama. Obama is a Democrat. Okay? This dude got reinstated. Someone gave him his money back. Someone gave him his money back. Do you know who did that? Donald Trump. Donald Trump gave him his money back. It was one of the very last thing he did as a president was to give this guy his money back. And do you know who sanctioned this guy again? President Biden. President Biden sanctioned him again. So currently, this person does not have his money. All the money, all the illegal money he made in Congo, he does not have it right now because of President Biden. So one thing I know for sure, Vice President Kamala, she's not going to let this guy get his money back. And another thing that I know for sure is that if Trump gets back in office, Trump is going to reinstate this guy. Trump is going to give him his money back. How do you think Israel is getting all that money? Because of this guy. He's one of the people who are giving money to Israel. So if you want to stop this guy from getting his money back and potentially giving that money to Israel, make sure that Trump does not make it. Now let's be real for a second, because I feel like a lot of people don't take this part in consideration. Listen, a lot of people have lost their jobs for supporting Palestine. A lot of content creators got their account banned for supporting Palestine. A lot of people got hurt physically for protesting for Palestine. A lot of people have ruined their relations with their families and friends simply because they were on the side of Palestine. So if you're going to tell all these people who have sacrificed so much for your cause that they are wrong for choosing a candidate who's going to preserve their rights in their own country, then I'm sorry to tell you this, but you are being both ungrateful and disingenuous.
This is not a video to tone police him, so don't worry. This is a video to add on to what he's saying. Congo has been going through a silent genocide. I say silent because it's no longer silent. It's just ignored at this point. I learned about Congo last year in October, November. And I wish I knew more about it prior to that. And it is one of the least talked about genocides. The least talked about. That and Haiti, to be honest. I get his frustration. I do. It's warranted. Because if people go learn about Palestine from October, then we could have also learned about Congo in October. The way we fight for Palestine, let's continue fighting for people in Congo, Sudan, Yemen, Haiti, even Ethiopia. Because none of us are free until we all are. Our oppression is all intertwined together. But sometimes anti-Blackness tends to blind that away from people. And you might not have that anti-Blackness intentionally, but it's inherently there. This man isn't saying he doesn't give a crap about Palestine. He's not saying that whatsoever. All he's saying is like, hey, I've been an advocate for Palestine. I've been writing hard with Palestine. I'm Congolese, by the way. So just a reminder, there's a G side going on there. And you're probably going to go on my page and be like, you don't even talk about it, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I do. My meme got banned. So let me just put that out there for anyone who's going to try rebuttaling that. This is my new page, so welcome to it, where I will be re-uploading my Congo, my Gaza videos. All my free resources that I have available. The books I've read on Congo, I will be sharing them. Same with all the videos I've compiled together for Gaza and even Congo and Sudan. The peer-reviewed articles that I have for Haiti. The fundraising I have done for Sudan and even Yemen. And I'm going to give like a 30-second summary of what's happening in Congo. Mind you, this is probably like, 20% of what's happening there, by the way. And it's already like insanely bad. There are people being essayed there. There are people that are, there are children that are forced into labor, into modern day slavery, working, getting minerals from the mines, digging them up. Even pregnant women being essayed. Just so much brutality going on there. Just so much inhumanity that they're facing there while they're all being unalived. Like millions of them have been unalived. If you know history facing from like years and ages ago from Belgium, you'll understand why it's so horrific. Does acknowledging that it's horrific take away from Palestine? Absolutely not. There has been like this myth that I hate so much, and it's the fact that, oh, Africa is a poor continent. It's really not. It's really not. They just happen to exploit the people there for their natural resources. It's actually a really rich continent that America, UK, Israel takes over. These same oppressors in the world that destroy the continent of Africa, that takes those minerals from the Congolese people that they've dug up. I'm on my phone right now, my iPhone. You know what's being used on here right now? Cobalt. A mineral that's being dug up in Congo. That's on my phone. That Apple uses. And that's just one of many things. So be a voice for all G sides. That is the entire point. If I can do it, if I've read 10 books on Haiti, Sudan, and even Congo, you can do it too. I have a busy life myself, by the way, yet I'm still so determined to know the history, know what's going on now. How can I help? What can I do to bring awareness? I cried over my platform that I lost of 12.3k followers, and you might not think that's enough. I thought that was like the biggest platform ever, to be honest. And I took that platform, the following that I had there, with so much pride. Even with 1,500, whatever 1,300 followers I have now, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter your following. Doesn't matter anything. Use whatever platform you have to bring awareness, because I promise you someone's going to come across your video and they're going to learn from it. They're going to want to know about what's happening in Congo, what's happening here, what's happening in Palestine, what's happening in Yemen, Haiti, wherever, right? Because of your voice. You're the voice of other people. And that's such a huge privilege and blessing to have that no one should take lightly. I'm just going to say that. So I get frustration. I get it. But that's also because I had to do the education on Congo. And I hope you can too. If you get angry at this video, then you only heard one thing and not the other 50 things that I mentioned. Look at the bigger picture, not just one thing. Thank you.
Seriously, lovelies, I have never actually thought it this way. Like, I have never thought it's the way at which the first brother that stitched his video, explained. Like, that means the money that is being getting from Congo is the money that is being used to fund what is actually happening in PAL. So, they unalive people in Congo in order, they cause genocide in Congo in order to generate incomes and all of that, to go ahead and do whatsoever genocide that is happening in Palestine. And this is what a lot of people are not even thinking about. Like, I was just going through my For You page on TikTok, and I just came across this, brother. He was like talking. I was like, are you serious? Like, I think it's making a lot of sense. Like, seriously, they just call a spade a spade. A lot of people are just too focused on PAL and all of that. Genocide in PAL. What if that focus should, because this genocide has been happening in PAL, has been happening, like, he's been there, and we'll be calling for ceasefire, for free this, for free that, and it's as if nothing is happening. Like, even if something is happening, even if there is a change, is not to the rate at which people want it. Like, and this has been going on over the months. This has been going on close to a year, if I'm not even mistaken. And they'll be calling for this, they'll be calling for that, but it's still happening. Why not re-strategize? Why not? Why not think like to re-strategize and actually channel the energy again to Congo and try to look for a way to stop anything that is making them have the finances, which, you know, will probably go through the hands of A and B and C before, you know, using it to continue to humiliate people in power. Why not do it this way instead of this entire blackness of back and front and all of that? Why not use this medium to actually create an avenue to stop what is happening in Congo, in PAL, and the JNOC, even in Sudan and all over? Instead of trying to like come into, oh my God, you support this because of that, you are this. There is no time for that. Like, when he said it, I was like, wow, there's really no time for trying to come for, you know, someone for giving his or her own opinion. Why not use that same energy to try to look for a strategy, since the same strategy of, oh my God, free this, free that, JNOC this is not working. Or even if it's working, it's not working in a speed form that everybody wants. Why not re-strategize and channel that same energy in Congo? And let's see if it's going to work out. Let's see if it's going to, you know, yield any fruit. But of course, you know, the thing that is happening in Congo is actually not important, because there are no important people living there. Of course. Like, when I saw the video earlier on, I saw a lot of comments. People were like even commenting in the section talking about, oh, they will never do that. They will never ever do that, because they believe that maybe when you channel energy to that of Congo, people will be forgetting about. But it actually takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. If you want to be free, that means every other person needs to be free. You can't be clamoring to be free like you want to be free alone, without including other people that is in the same captivity as you. Like, it's a collective thing. If you want to be free, it's a collective body between Congo, PAL, Sudan, and every other place that is facing JNOC to have a strategy in order for everyone to be free, and not a particular set of people. And this is as simple as that, please. It has to do with, you know, collective bodies. It has to do with everyone that is into, that has been oppressed before, that have been into oppression, you know, not a particular set of people claiming to be more better than the other. So we need to be free first before any other person. As it is, it's as if everyone is just in the same box. You know, when people are suffering have levels. They have different level and category of suffering. But that doesn't dispute the fact that everyone is suffering. And if everyone joins hands and, you know, try to see if there's a way this suffering can end, not only on a particular people, I think it might work. It might. Because we have been talking about this, you know, that Palestine, the free Congo genocide, and everyone focusing more on, you know, power and all of that. Why not just re-strategize and, you know, maybe people of power should also focus on what is happening in Congo. Then Congo will now, you know, collective bodies and all of that. And it might work than coming for each other, bringing up all the anti-blackness that's been running around the social platform. Seriously, Anyway, lovelies, I saw this. I decided that if I see it, why not my audience? Because as it is, everyone is just trying to see how people can be happy, live happily without being oppressed and without being genocides and all of that. So just do with it with what you want. Anyway, please, wanna just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe if you're here to do that, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
What up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.